Hello there, and welcome to War Thunder, or shall I say, the skies of Earth Thunder, April Fool's joke event by Gaijin Entertainment 2019, and it is looking really great. It sounds great, the map looks awesome, and yeah, it is a lot of diversity in the fighting actually going on. We have four different weapon types on the UFO. The first one, as you can see, is the laser, and it is a bit more difficult than it looks. So the laser is like you would expect from a laser, very direct, has, as far as I can tell, infinite range, but the aiming is not as easy. It seems like the controls, at least mine, were oversensitive, so I never knew when I really was doing damage to the enemy or if I hit the enemy, so the hit cam was not there, probably difficult to implement. So yeah, the feedback was unusual, let's put it that way, but maybe that's good because, it should be different. Gaijin April Fool's event should be always exceptional for various different reasons, and to be honest, it reminds me from the frantic fighting a bit like PonyLand Force 2013 2.0. And here I rack some nice kills up. So the first weapon system, as I said, is the laser. The second weapon system is in conjunction with the hover mode, and that then gives you access to a railgun. And this railgun obviously is then a one-shot wonder. It fires a single projectile, but you have to lead the enemy UFO, and if the enemy UFO has then the hover mode with the shield or not, doesn't really matter. One shot is one shot, and so you have a little bit of diversity here in the first place. There you can see with this actually gifted kill how oversensitive the controls were, so I had to even reduce the sensitivity on my mouse to make it work somewhat. But then you have to sacrifice the maneuverability, especially then in the hover mode. You have very limited options to actually move. So that is the first environment, and that is the air combat. Then we have the underwater combat, and that gives access to two different weapon styles. So the laser doesn't reach down into the water, so you cannot shoot through the water, and underwater you have a spread of shots of 4, as you can see, and they are like the railgun above the water or in the air, a one-shot wonder. So you have to lead again, you have a little bit of a delay between the shots, and the fourth weapon type then is some sort of guided underwater group of torpedoes, which also cannot really reach out of the water, but therefore you have to completely sacrifice the controllability of your UFO, and that is, in my opinion, a bit unpractical, so I only tried it once. Yeah, so those are the 4 weapon types, and yeah, you have to train it a little bit to get used to it. It is not completely refined when it comes to the damage models, if you will, but it's an event lasting for 4 days. It's called Earth Thunder. It's an April Fool's joke event. Who really cares, right? So is it fun? Yeah. If you really like jets, especially the modern ones, and kind of crossover between jets and helicopters, this might be it for you. Okay, this might be it. In fact, it looks so good and plays so well in every aspect with its diversity that it seems like more effort was put into creating this game mode just for those 4 days than there was put effort into Naval forces for the last few patches. This is how it is with Gaijin, right? But hey, if War Thunder is famous for things, then it is obviously bias, pay to win, and then April Fool's events. That's just how it is, right? And in recent times also for broken things, but hey, that's just what it is. And can we get the kill? Yeah, there we get the kill. One shot. Good stuff, good stuff. So, 4 different weapons. Lasers, spread of shots, guided missiles, and yeah, also the railgun, and it's working out just fine. I personally had enough after a couple of battles, like 6 or 7. And yeah, I learned pretty quickly. I could have gotten even better results. I had matches with some incredible kill streaks, but I wanted to just show you this one battle because it was just simply the very best. The question is already about, is this a testbed for new technology? And at first I couldn't think of any sort of technology that those aircraft should represent, or those, not aircraft, but those UFOs would represent. But it is potentially a guided bomb, guided rocket system. So you mark an enemy with a laser out of cover, and you have to manually adjust the laser, and then the bomb comes in. That's probably the technology that I can think of. What are you talking about, testbed for technology? Well, if you think about it, 2016 we had the sailing fleet, so, the pirate ships are with all their, testing of naval forces, how the ships work, sailing on the ocean and firing the shots, etc. And a little bit the damage models, how fast paced it is, etc. Which was one of the most fun events ever, in my opinion. 2017, we had the rank 9 with the Leopard 2A5 and the T8TU, and it should be very obvious what they were the testbed for. And 2018 Silent Thunder, from what I've heard, I don't know, Gaijin tried to test here another game. So the technology within War Thunder that would be used in another game. Yeah, so that is this so far. And then it was fun, but after even 3 battles I felt like, okay, now I know what's going on, and it was then only to get more and more kills that kept me playing for it. And this is available for 4 days in total. It's for free, everybody can play it. It is under the event tab. The queue times are very, very short. You don't earn any civilians or RP, so I think that's kind of to be expected. Then let's discuss the map, because I think we will see with quite a bit of certainty this map once again when it comes to a new tank map, because it has the size, it has the buildings. So curious to find out if this will be a thing, and it wouldn't be the first time, because 2017 with the rank 9 tanks we played on the map that is now known as Middle East, and a bit later it was then implemented. So this would be a decent possibility in my opinion. The next thing is, it might be possible, I say it might be possible, that we can see here the first crossover map for naval battles and tank battles, because we have the wide open ocean, and we also have some channels that are leading into the city with some patrol boats, as well as then, I don't know, cover for tanks from the big ship guns. On the other hand, if Gaijin really goes for it, they can probably implement a destruction mode for the buildings, so when the big ships shoot at the skyscrapers, then the skyscrapers can collapse on the tanks, and the tank kill then can get awarded to the ship, or just with some volley salvos the ships just flatten the entire city to then just directly shoot the tanks. So that's a possibility, alright? But I forgot to mention, how do you actually play this? Well, first of all, it is obviously about capture zones. For real, Gaijin? even in this event we can't escape capture zones? Oh well. So we have one in the city, we have one where you have to fly through, so like in a special mode in arcade I remember from, air domination I think it is called, and then some other capture zone seems to be underwater, but I never came across it, but it doesn't really matter. I never cared about it. I was only interested in killing stuff. So yeah, you also have 5 lives, or 5 respawns if you will, and always in the very same vessel. You fly the very same vessel that everybody else, including the enemy team, is flying. Just the color of the lasers is different, and either it is blue or red. Yeah, and that is now the match. and it was fun, and it was the most successful battle that I played, with 3 deaths to 13 kills and a healthy score. Let's have a quick look at the post-battle results. And for our 13 kills, we got an activity of 81%. God knows how this gets calculated, but we didn't get any sort of silver line of RP, yet we were first in team with 1531 score points. So that is the April Fool's event 2019 by Gaijin Entertainment, Earth Thunder. It could have been significantly worse, to be honest, compared to, let's say, Silent Thunder last year, which was, in my opinion, a big disappointment. But also it could have been a bit better. Think about the double event that we had, I think, in 2015 with the walkers, so the March to Victory, and also the inflatable tanks with Unrealistic Thunder. That was fun. There was so much diversity into it. That was probably the best laugh that I ever had after the epic PonyLand Air Force 2013, of which this 2019 event seems to be the 2.0 version. I will really look forward to the implementation of this map for any game mode, because the map looks good. The map looks good. There was so much effort put into it that I have to say, again, it is probably more effort put into this event that lasts for 4 days than in Naval RP for the last few patches, which is then again one of those points that I better not get into too much, but at least I had to mention it. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to give this video a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll see each other in the next April Fool's event.